and welcome to Plebpla. This is the second half of the tri-annual May through August What I've Built overview. Not necessarily a review, more of a story time. And did you know you can get in a lot of trouble with your roommates if you leave the same setup of model kits for 2 weeks on the table when family comes over? It's hard to explain. But soon enough I'll be able to put all these boys away. We will begin with the high-grade ZEON experiment. I seem to be particularly drawn to the Zeonic aquatic suits because they all look a little doofy, and I feel like they don't get too much love from the people unless it's red. But not that I particularly care about the ZEON experiment. It is the closest thing that I can get to the ZEON. And that, in particular, is a variation of the ZEON from MS Igloo, wherein one of the arms is actually attached to a rocket. Not like a missile rocket, but like a full-size launching rocket. I feel like one of these days I should take like a model rocket and try to do that, but that would be big, bulky, and where would I put the dang thing to begin with? The point being is that I'm a big fan of Igloo, and this comes pretty dang close to what I would like to have. It's just more Igloo kits. I would even get a gray, what are those things called? They got like the fin, they do the Naginata thing. Char has one of them. There's a gray one of those in Igloo that I wouldn't mind having myself. Next up is one of the more ridiculous designs from IBO's manga, the Gundam Dantalion with the T-booster, which I probably fathom means torso booster, considering the big, bulky upper arm that you get with it. It's big, bulky upper arms. It looks stupid, and I love it. However, and I'll try to remember to slap an image over here, what this has in the manga is not just the torso booster, but also a leg booster, the B booster that goes on the legs. And then this is the half cowl. It also has the half cowl and then the full cowl. Why? Why P Bandai hasn't given us the weapon set with just the B booster, or a P Bandai Dantalion with the B booster? That way we could make the full thing. I would buy that. Print's money. I had some problems with the torso earlier because it was kind of loose. That's a waist piece. I didn't expect that to just fall off. Anyway, I fixed the waist part. Half of this was built while I was at work one day, and I remember only now that I went from having that day off to working a double shift. Terribly unpleasant. Now, it's hard to say when you go in a straight line, but I believe the next one up is a hookup from one of my boys in Japan, the Trans Am Red Petite Bear Guy. I got one bear guy, just like, oh, yeah, I've got it. It's blue. It's fine. I like it. I got this one because it's Trans Am Red. I also got one for the Queen of Space at the time. I was like, man, she would love a red bear guy because she likes the gloss-injected look of, the Trans Am kits. And I was like, you know what? I want to get one too. It was a Gundam-based exclusive at the time, and they are now out of production. So if you find one aftermarket, snatch that boy up. Though it's not any different. It doesn't come with the beam saber effect part. That's just one of my many hundreds of extras. Next up will be a kit that I've already reviewed before. And looking at it right here and now, I feel like I've assembled part of it upside down. I'm really unsure about it because I did it without the instructions this time. But this is the Amazon Japan exclusive A through Z Gundam. Amazon Gundam, AZ, Alpha Zeta, whatever you wish to call it. This is the next one that I built. Well, not in particularly chronological order. None of these have been in chronological order, but he just ended up on that half of the table. I've done a review for this already, so go ahead and check it out. I'll try to remember to link that in the hanger bay down below. But it was built. This is actually the last one. It just barely sketched in right before I went to San Japan for vacation for work. And it barely made it in under that deadline of the ass end of August. Following that is another kit that I've done a full review on. The amazing ZEON. Once again, being drawn to ZEON's obscure little aquatic mobile suits. There's the, what I call the AK Guy Squad, which was a moveset the AK Guy was given in Gundam Extreme Versus, the first one. It's has few attacks of its own, but it calls out the Agu, the Ag Guy, and the Juagu as many of its attacks, so I consider the four of them the Ag Guy Squad. The Jaburo Rejects. And once I saw a review for this, like, long before I bought it, it has the Juagu mode and Agu mode, and it's like, it took mobile suits and made them weapons. Close enough, give it. I would love to have like a high grade. There's a bunch of obscure high grade ZEON things that I would love to have, but we will never have them. Only the no grades, and I can't bring myself to buy a no grade. Not lastly though, Bobby Lastly. The high grade P. Bandai Gundam X Jumao. Again, I have to have everything that is Gundam X. That means even as much as I don't care about the Jigen, I will be getting the Jigen Blaster Master Blaster. It's going to be mine because it's got the satellite cannon backpack on it. But, again, more X stuff. Gundam X is at the top of my list. I will buy it immediately. Get in there. Check out the review. Link should be in the hanger below. I ain't got much else to say about it that I haven't said before. But finally, what's been missing from this table? One of the first things I finished in this set. Was it? No, it wasn't. But it was one of the kits that took me the longest. It took me from the day it was released until the day after my review came out to sit down and finish the beast, the monster, the conqueror, your boy, the Teach Striker. Again, I have a review up on our channel for this. There's not much else I can say other than I love my $200 paperweight, and it made a very distinct impression on family that came over this past week. It was very interesting. I didn't film that. No, that would be silly. But from behind the box, I thank y'all for watching the second triannual. Stay tuned for more reviews. Maybe more contests in the future. I think Plebpla is encroaching, if not having already surpassed 2,000 members, with dozens joining by the day. And we appreciate all of y'all. Keep checking us out. As always, you can hit us up directly on Facebook, and we may consider putting some of your builds at the end of some of these videos. But once again, thank y'all for watching. See ZEON.